Hello friends, happy Wednesday. So I've been monitoring your hard work and everything that you guys have been submitting on Google Classroom. And I just want to say that the first grade teachers and I are so proud of all of your effort and everything that you've been doing to, let us see what hard work you've been doing at home with your families. And we are just blown away by what we see. So what I wanted to do today was dive a little bit deeper into Miss Sorrell's Read Aloud. And I know that Miss Fahey has challenged you to act out the Three Little Pigs. And I know that as great readers, we know that a retell is one of the most important ways that you can let someone else know about your story. So we know that great readers retell using our own words, but we also add a little bit of ourselves in there. And we're going to do that through enthusiasm. And one of the really great ways that we do that is through props. So today I'm going to guide you on how so that you can make your own Three Little Pigs prop. So I just went around my house to find things that I had. This is not something that your families need to go to the store for. This is just stuff you have around the house. Please ask before you take it though, to use to make this mask. So what I have is I found a paper plate that we're going to do some stuff to. I have scissors. These are obviously adult scissors. So if you don't have kid scissors at home, you're definitely going to want to ask somebody in that house to help you out with this. Maybe they can cut it for you or sit with you while you do it. I found a piece of pink paper. That's a clue on what we're making. You don't have to have that though. If you have a regular sheet of paper, you can color it in. I also have a pink marker, so you could use that. Or if you're just using the paper plate, go on ahead and color right on top of that. I have some tape. We may or may not need that depending on what we're doing. I have a glue stick. If you don't have a glue stick, that's fine. Like I said, tape. Or you might have liquid glue. Something like that would help you out. I also have a black marker, pen, pencil, black crayon, whatever you want to use. So those are the materials that I have for this. Now, we're going to make a mask. And for this plate is way bigger than my face is. Not going to need all of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold it in half. This is kind of my guide. And then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut this plate in half. So you could actually make more than one mask using one paper plate. I'm going to put that one to the side. And now I have this piece here. I am going to actually cut out almost like a nose piece for myself. And the way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to take a marker and I'm just going to make a little line. You don't have to do that. If you're feeling confident and you want to go right ahead and just cut, you can do that. So I'm just going to round this edge out a little bit. See if I can do this backwards for you guys. I'm going to cut right where that is. And it ends up kind of looking like this. Nothing too tricky. Just a little mask. Okay? Put my materials over here. Now, this is going to go somewhat over here. So already, I don't want to cover up my mouth because that's where I'm going to be retelling this fabulous story. Here's where my paper comes in. I'm going to fold that in half. And again, I'm going to cut this part out. This one I didn't even need the scissors. I just went right down the line. And then I am going to cut just what I need. You can do this a couple of ways. You can ask someone to help you with this, or what I'm going to do is trace so I know exactly how much of this pink paper that I need for my mask. Okay? Then I'm going to cut it out. can ask your grown-ups to help you out. Okay. I have 2 pieces of paper here, right? This is where it's going to get tricky. I need to be able to see through my mask. So I'm going to need 2 circles that are going to have to be cut out. So right here, I'm just going to kind of look, and with my marker, I'm going to draw 2 eye holes. Actually, put them a little bit bigger. And then I am going to cut them out. So I have my 2 eye holes, and very carefully I'm going to cut these, try to cut them out. And the great thing about art is that it doesn't have to be perfect. Already I have one. I can definitely see. Perfect. And then I'm going to go for the other one. Like I said, make sure that you have a grown-up with you. I don't want anybody to hurt themselves if you're using some big scissors. Okay? Now, mine are not even. But like I always say, that's all right. I tried my best. Now I have 2 holes. Here are my holes. Now, I'm going to kind of flatten this out so that I can glue my piggy face on here, or my pig skin. I don't have much glue on this, so let's see if I can do this. Get as much glue as I can out of here. Actually, I think I have another one. If you give me 1 second. I do. All right, so I'm just gonna glue, keep gluing all the way around. Okay, now you might say, Miss Lind, covered up your eye holes again. No problem. We're just gonna push it through. Yep. And you can do it the other way if you want to glue it down and then cut your eye holes. I just found this way to be easier for me. There's so many different ways to make your mask. If you decide you want to do it a little bit differently from the way that I did it, go right ahead. This is your mask. All right, so I'm just going to put a little bit more glue. There we are. Now, I'm going to tidy up my edges. It's looking good. And I'm going to clean up my mess. I'm going to come back to this piece. Now, if you look right over here, there's an angle and an angle over here. I'm going to take these to help me to make my pig ears because I don't want to waste anything. So, I am just going to make a pig ear out of this. The way that I'm going to do it is I'm just going to cut on each side. And there's my pig ear. Let me do it a little bit slower on this side. So I'm just cutting a little bit up to that top, making a triangle. That's it. And it's okay if the sides are curved because pig ears are kind of curved. All right, now I'm gonna glue it down. You can glue on the front, you can glue on the back, you can glue actually inside if you want to. I'm gonna glue it a little bit inside because that's what I like. So I'm gonna glue that down. There's one. And I'm going to go over to the other side, and I'm going to glue the other pig ear. Okay. Now, we're missing some things. We're missing some details, and one really important thing right here. We're missing a nose. So, I still have more paper. I'm just gonna cut a snout using what I have. So I have my pink paper, and the snout, I'm gonna make a shape and see if you can identify it. Well, I'm gonna try my best to make it. I won't say what it is, but if you know what shape this might be, you'll have to tell me. And then I'm just gonna glue it down. How I'm gonna do that is right on the very top. I'm just gonna make a little bit of glue, nothing too much. And then I'm gonna push it down. So my nose kind of pops it out a little bit. Boys and girls, we're almost done. I'm just gonna add a little bit of detail, and I'm gonna do that using my markers or crayons, whatever you have. So, I know that this pig snout is not finished. I'm gonna make 2 lines. Well, lines, but I'm gonna make them kind of circular. Long ovals, maybe, for this pig snout. Now we're getting somewhere, right? And I'm actually gonna color in a little bit of these ears. So I'm gonna make some triangles on those ears too, just to give it a little bit of a more realistic feel. Already, my little piggy's looking good. And another one right over here. Perfect. And here you go. Here's my pig that I'm going to use to retell the story. Now, you can do lots of different things to this. If you have maybe some elastic or some yarn that you can use it to tie to yourself when you're retelling the story of the 3 little pigs, use it. I don't have that. I was looking for, we had Chinese food last night, and I was looking for maybe like a chopstick or something that I could tape up to use that tape to use. You can pretty much use whatever it is you want. Actually, you know what I do have? I have a paintbrush. So I might just use this paintbrush and tape it to the side and use that to help me. So now I can retell my story of the 3 little pigs. So I hope you guys had a good time. I really, really miss seeing all of your faces, but I'm glad that we can do this together and that we can still see each other in some way. Hope that you're staying safe and that you are enjoying the time with your families. See you soon.